We're going to assemble the Ekta table on site now. You want to start off with everything you're going to need. Tabletop, modesty panel, the legs, the spack screws for attaching the legs and the release mechanism, a little packet of cable ties, ganging plates, and the knobs to secure the ganging plates. First, you're going to want to start off by making sure you have a clean surface to work on so it doesn't scratch the table. Now we'll start by putting on the legs and the cable mechanism. You put them on pre-drilled holes in the bottom of the table that will line up with all the screws you're going to need. The cable comes off of this side and the handle goes on the opposite side so that the cables will look like that as you screw them down. You'll be using 1-inch spack screws. The drill, you can either use a number 3 tip or a square drive to install them. Now we're going to just secure all the legs. Okay, now we're attaching the release mechanism, and then we'll be attaching the cable ties that secure the cables. The packet is a little packet that has 9313 on it, and that will take care of both cables. These will be VIX bitted on. There is no set location that they have to go. You just want to make sure that the cables are secure. 2 of them will be up here near the middle of the table, and then 2 on the big part of the loops. So now we'll VIX bit them and then screw them down. Next, we're going to put in the ganging plates. They go on the end closest to the handle.
Let's
Okay.
Now we're going to attach the ganging plates. You have 2 plates and 8 knobs per table. They go on the end closest to the flipping mechanism. They will go with this part towards the center of the table and the two little tabs sticking out. Put in all 8 knobs because you'll need them when you gang the plates together. And how these will work, you'll loosen up the knobs, slide them over, and then these 2 slots will go into the knobs on the next table. And then you secure them both down, and then your surface will be flush. For storage and not being used, just loosen them up, push them all the way in, and tighten them down, and they're out of the way. Now you have to clean the legs off before you put on the mod panel, just to get off any kind of residue that may be there from the manufacturing of the legs. And then we'll let it dry. It should dry pretty quick, being alcohol. We're now going to tip the table over and attach the modesty panels. So we just did a 2-person job, because it's too heavy to do by 1. And now we'll attach the modesty panels. Now we're going to install the modesty panel. We found that this side is easy to install because you have access. Underneath here, so you don't have to crawl on the floor, we've come up with this system. Lay the table on its side. The back of each modesty panel has the Velcro. You just have to pull off the plastic so that it will stick. Center it left to right. You want to have these rubber bumpers down on the foot of the leg. I'm good.
Good.
Okay. And just let it go down. Push it down tight. Make sure it's secure. We'll stand the table up. Spin it around. Now we'll do the same thing with the other modesty panel. Pull off the back of the Velcro. I don't have fingernails, so I use my utility knife to get underneath there. Jeremy pulls the whole thing off, and he can get it that way and then put it back on. It's whatever's going to work best for you. Now this one, like we described before, the little rubber bumpers go down. Put it on there, center it left to right. I'm good. Good. Put it on, and then squeeze it to make sure that you get a good connection. And now the modesty panel is on. The release mechanism will lock into place when it's standing up. So you have to pull the handle up in order to put it down. Or if you want to come the other way, same thing. Do not push down on the table or the mechanism is hard to pull. Just kind of relax and pull it.